G'day, hi and welcome. Alright, so there's that little tiny beaver. All in, I'm going to have about 2 hours into him. I fleshed him pretty quick. He should be just about, it could be a little bit drier, but he's okay. But he's ready to go onto the drying. I did got him really clean. He's really nice. A little funky smelling, but he's not that bad. Smelt worse. But let me show you something I made. The beaver stretcher. This is the most advanced and the best beaver stretcher in human history type that you can make. Better than any hoop. You could do 2 beavers on one side. You can see this is what I was telling you guys about in previous videos. Just go like that. Now maybe on the bigger ones I might have to put a couple of cross pieces, but you can see the air could easily get in there. It's about 1 inch and a bit. 2 inches I think would be too bulky. I'll be able to hang them. Yeah, and it's pretty straightforward. Screw, a little bit of glue on the other side, screw. Very rigid. So obviously this is just a 1/2 inch plywood, 5/8 plywood, whatever it is. And yeah, there we go. That's the beaver stretchers. This is like, you know, I'll show you prototype ones. I got a bunch of them over here. That's like a very early prototype there. There's like, it looks like the Olympic symbol. This is like the first types that I made. This one's still pretty strong. Probably might use this one still. I mean, I have them, I might as well use them. If that guy's really small, he'll have to go on that one. But I'm hoping to put him on the new one. There's 2 different sizes there. But that's basically the first. Those were made like, you know, kind of like get it done and just make it on the spot. This, I actually had some materials such as the plywood from the gun range that I did last year. And yeah, this is what I wanted. This is, you know, I don't care about it being super pretty, but this is good. This is really good. Again, it will dry one on one side, one on the other, hang it up. Nice and light. And you basically take your sheet of plywood, and I'll show you what I was talking about with the sheet of plywood. You have a sheet of plywood, a 4x8 sheet of plywood, and you cut it into 3. So 32 inch, and I think you're left with a 26 inch one. And you draw the lines on it. Hopefully you guys can see the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You get 6 different sizes of beavers on there. So you have, but you can only put 1 beaver on there at a time, right? And 1 on the back side. So that's 2 per side. So that gives you a potential of basically 6 beavers on 1 sheet of plywood. However, when you cut them up and double them up, you get potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Roughly about 15. Because you won't get the full 32 inch on all 3. So you get basically 15 pelts potential to dry out of 1 sheet of plywood rather than 6. If you're on a tight budget, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And what I did is I put the same size hoop on each side. So, you know, one sheet, cut the 2 sheets, and that way, because if you go one size and then on the other side another side and try to keep it, it'll make it unbalanced. This way, if you had to, I mean, you could rest it on the floor like that on if you had only 1 pelt on it. Not so bad. You know what I mean? And it's even. But the last thing I got to do is put a screw here, wire it, hang it. That's it. But for tonight, I'm going to go and get that pelt on there, and I'll show you when I'm done.